by then, and hopefully we'll still be okay. So we got this like crazy resort trip in
All right,
Mexico.
we live?
It's
Ooh, are
awesome.
we? Are we?
Are we live? Are
Check
we?
it out. Home Sadio.
Let me
All right.
check it. Let me check it. Let me check it. Uh, yeah,
We live and
yeah,
everything.
we're live.
I should share the shares. It's time to share the shares. It's
Sure.
time to share the shares. I go to the book of the face, the book of the face, the share, and the book of
All
the face.
right, I see it.
Are we on YouTube too?
I saw YouTube come up, and it's definitely on Twitter.
It's not on Facebook yet. 1 second.
Yeah, we are. We're good.
We
I'm,
are.
I'm in the room. Yeah.
On-
What's up? What's up?
What's
We got 3 people in the
up?
room. Pew, pew, pew.
Happy Monday!
Hey, we're doing a live afternoon live stream because we're dropping a new sketch. The final sketch of our LA
Shoot, we did a shoot in
package.
LA 2 years ago. Over 2 years ago. No, 2 years ago this January.
Yeah.
And
So the funny thing is, this sketch is called Too Soon, and it's all like based on the concept of what makes a joke too soon.
And we're releasing it 2 years after we
We're
shot
doing it
it.
really late, but the concept is still dope and like still makes sense. And like, so what is like what isn't what's dated there is just Penny Marshall, really, right?
yeah. Yeah, and then us, we're kind of dated in there.
There's like some political. Yeah, we're a little dated. There's some political jokes in there, but they kind of encapsulate the entire Trump presidency. So
Yeah, it's
like
like insert, crazy shit that happened here,
there's like
right?
a Khashoggi joke. There's a the Syrian war joke. There's a
That's not going anywhere.
not exactly the
Unfortunately.
border patrol that will go somewhere in like a couple months, hopefully. So good to get it out now.
Yeah. So we had this idea for a show called Too Soon, and we put together all these sketches, and we were going to release it as like a pilot. But then we didn't do that because we are writing it evolved. So this is kind of like the process of our TV show, and you guys, we want to share it with all you people now. Because there's just awesome sketches in there. So if you want to see the rest of the sketches, they're on YouTube on the Rap Pack YouTube channel, and there's some really good ones on there. We didn't release them all on Facebook. We didn't release them anywhere, some of them anywhere but YouTube, because we're driving traffic to the YouTube channel. So if you want to see some really good, slightly longer form comedy, and we say longer form in terms of sketch, meaning like a whole 3 minutes for anyone who can't handle that in their attention span, you might not want to go there. But if you can handle that, you should probably go check out that channel.
Hey Brianna, how you doing? Always in the house. What's up? What's up?
No, we are not dropping Dead Celebrities Too Soon Part 2. No.
Although, so this one is has some of our old signature inappropriate humor in it, but it also features our guest for tomorrow night's live stream, Jackie Tohn, which she's awesome. You know her probably from as like Melrose from Glow. She's also got a new show on Netflix that she's hosting called it's a cooking show called Best Leftovers Ever,
Yep.
which I think is
She
about
was
to
she was also one of the finalists in
American Idol.
American Idol, like when it first blew the f up. So you should all. She's incredible. She's like family to us, and she is hilarious. She's lovely. She's an incredibly talented musician. So if you haven't checked out any of our live stream events on Tuesday night yet, tomorrow is a great one to do it because it's our last one of this season. It's the 11th episode of a 10 episode season.
This
And
this
and
sketch is
yeah.
super meta because like the concept is that we're in a writer's room and we're writing a sketch, and that this guy wants to manage us, but he said like we're just like we have too much bro in the room and we need a female writer, and so we hired Jackie to come help us write jokes. The irony of this, or coincidence, I don't even know what this is anymore because it's so meta on top of itself, but when she read the sketch, she's like, this is really funny, but we're also dropping this too soon concept, like at a time where people have been probably the most sensitive about comedy that I've seen in my lifetime, right?
Yeah.
And she is so smart, and she was able to look at the sketch and say, like what if I'm the voice, I need to be a voice of like, hey, you can't say that, someone needs to be. And so if I'm coming in to balance you guys out, what if I'm that voice of the person who says like, hey, you're going too far, stop, and so it really like pulled together the concept. I don't think the concept is even close to as clever without her trying to stop it from snowballing.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. It makes the whole thing.
Yeah, otherwise it's just shock, right? And so if I'm coming
Oops,
in
sorry. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think also like, she's like on the precipice of having a really awesome Hollywood career. I mean, she's had a really good one so far. She just keeps having all these opportunities. And so we had to give her a little bit of an out to not have, like, be expressing these jokes. Like there had to be it's clever in that way, and there also had to be a way for her to be the good guy, to
Yeah, but I think that's just honestly who she was and who she is. So it's like, it's more like she was coming in and she's like, these are crazy words for a person to say.
right.
And I'm
She
down.
actually said that when she got the script, right?
Yeah, like, and I'm down, but like, then it's got to be more her voice and her natural reaction when she read it has to
So
be in there as well, right?
it rides the line perfectly in the way that we all do with ourselves for that, uh, for the comedy we're working on with that stuff. Like we all play heightened versions of ourselves, right? Like we found that, or we're exploring that for all of our stuff that we're doing in terms of pilot material and everything. And we're like, well, how do we how do we how do we be true to who we are, even as our characters within our group, but then like serve the purpose of the comedy at the same time, right? So
Yeah.
it's an
Well,
ongoing. It adds to the whole meta shit for
10 years ago too, we were like, all right, say the most outlandish shit. It doesn't matter. Just do it in your character's voice, and it won't be actually you. You're just saying like this super fucking like crazy misogynistic shit, but it's just a joke. It's satire, right? But we were pushing the pendulum way over on that side that people couldn't tell when we were joking or not, which I think is like super Kaufman-esque and interesting too. But also figuring out how you can do it on the other side and still be clever. I think probably because we wrote a bunch of plays in our other channel in the meantime, and realized like a lot of times it's actually more interesting and clever to do it in like a veiled way a little bit.
Yeah,
know.
yeah. I think it's definitely because of writing a bunch of plays.
Well, there was also like this
Nothing having to do with having a bunch of kids too. Like,
well, there's also like this notoriety thing that like I feel like you could, like the Jackass era and shit was like you could, the crazier and more fucked up you were to
No
people,
doubt.
the more like people are like, oh, and I think that exists still today, but I think when you see it, there's like a extra level of cringe to it, like it's
Yeah, I think there's been a shift in the culture, in the lens, and people are like, people want to experience genuine, like a sense of genuinity, whatever that is. But like, there's there's less of a tolerance for being crazy for the sake of being crazy. That had its time, and it'll
It's
probably
also
come
like,
back.
how far can you take that?
Right.
Or
And
it's just uninteresting even to yourself as an artist, you know.
Well, then, like Ali G and Borat and shit came out, and they actually started fucking with people in a what is it, Schadenfreude sort of way that you enjoyed watching them. Yeah, you enjoy watching the shithead get fucked with in that way, and not like innocent normal people, you know.
yeah, although you know the second one that just came out pushed it the other way again a bit. It was like fucking with people who you didn't want to be fucked with.
I
Like,
know, but it's still really he's still really clever. You know?
oh, no doubt, and no doubt he had one of the biggest challenges with like making a part two because like you've already like how are you gonna do that? Because the first time we were like, no, is he gonna? And now you're just like, yeah, of course he's gonna. How's he gonna do something? It was like maybe one of the bigger challenges I've seen with anyone making a part two of anything.
Well, especially because then he like after that he was so famous he had to out himself as a real like persona, like a person, and he still is able to get away with it.
Well, I know, which he did in the movie, and then wears disguises for the rest of it, which I thought was pretty brilliant too. Like acknowledging what you have to do.
Damon, my old professor, says there's general less shock response out there, less effect in people's faces.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. Nothing can shock us anymore.
Well,
I mean,
so one of the things that we played with, because there's like this new, you know, like you can't, you know, like there, like in general right now, there's a big movement behind giving voices to, like, say there's a gay person in a script. It's like casting a gay person to play that, not casting a straight person to play a gay person, right? Or you know, even racially, like, you know, they never would have made Gandhi movie with Ben Kingsley now, you know.
Right,
like
right.
he did a great job. We all like the movie. We can acknowledge that he did a good job, and we can also acknowledge that that would never happen today, right?
no,
Right.
no.
Yeah,
And not because he's not a good actor, and not because he can't play anything, but because there's tons of really good South Asian actors out there who never get the chance and should definitely be playing Gandhi, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
And so one of the things we did with this sketch was we were able to make Holocaust jokes and slavery jokes and these awful jokes because we have black, brown, white, Jewish people in the sketch, all to be like sort of being hypocritical and like, no, you can't say that though because it's about my thing. But then I'm gonna try this and like, no, you can't say that. So there's this little bit of like, you know, calling each other on our own hypocrisies, which I liked about it too. You know.
Yeah.
So
And-
the sketch is called Too Soon. It's a premiering in about 2 minutes. I dropped the link in the chat. I'll do it again. It's featuring Jackie Tohn, who's our guest tomorrow night on the live stream. She's gonna be making a song with us. She's amazing, and this sketch is about it's about exploring what makes a joke too soon. And the irony is, we wrote the sketch and recorded it 2 years ago, but it still kind of holds up.
Also, your boy Damon said, "Hey, I remember that critique, but I read recently Kingsley does have some South Asian in him. True, maybe, Damon, but you're not going to cast an octoroon as Malcolm X."
Too soon?
I mean,
Soon?
Just getting people ready for the vibe of this sketch, okay?
Yeah, no, I hear you. That's right. That's right on.
October.
Where is the sketch? The Too Soon. Where can I watch it, Jax?
I just put it in the chat comments of Facebook and YouTube stream. It's premiering in. Will begin
minute.
shortly.
1 minute, y'all. 1 minute till the Too Soon release. Everyone who goes to see it,
I don't
please.
see the chat in the YouTube. Can you put it in there again?
Yep.
Anyone who wants to see this sketch, when you get there, click subscribe so that and whatever. Everybody says that all the time. Just friggin' do it. And then also check out the other sketches. There's one on there called Insta Famous from this same shoot. There's one called hotmoms.com, I believe.
Hotmom.com.
Hotmom.com. And there's one called Beatbox, some shit or other. They're all fucking good. They're all
Yeah,
awesome.
there's little bars. There's our live feed on the top, our live episodes, and then right below it are all the sketches that we shot in this LA, all the new material in this LA shoot.
Yeah.
And in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we're gonna fly to Minneapolis and spend like I don't know 8 days together writing a whole bunch of shit. So expect new comedy and sketch material to come out of that as well, in addition to our
because everybody knows when you want to write comedy, you go to Minneapolis in the end of January.
in the middle of winter during a pandemic. It's
Where
really,
you literally don't want to do anything except stay inside with your friends.
Hey.
But tomorrow night is our last live stream song, our 11th song of this season. It's been a really successful, amazing season. Thanks everybody who's hung out with us. Jackie will be our final guest and then we're gonna take a few months off, probably re-record and remaster some of these songs.
1 minute.
I'm not sure we're gonna release them as an album because of legal issues with however many artists and samples are on the record, but we'll see.
What the fuck are you talking about? Legal trouble, we're doing well. I mean, that's just how it is in entertainment.
Right. Do a Mary Tyler Moore opening parody. That's a good idea. We have a lot of old variety show shit to look through. I've seen a couple things recently that I'm interested in doing takes on.
30 seconds.
We haven't really explored a lot of those options. We've just done Find Musicians, so.
Do you want me to pipe the audio through?
Yeah. And then me and Jax will mute ourselves and we'll all watch this thing together because I don't really remember it.
Well, I mean, are people on the live stream just going to be like, oh, they'll be able to hear the audio, huh?
And they can watch the other one or have 2 tabs open.
No, maybe we don't want to share our screen and watch it.
I got it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, nice.
It's Jax from the Rat Pack. We are back with new stuff. We need you to hit the subscribe button and the bell. Do it. Hi-ya!
This is a sacred humor zone for all the jokes we're making. The last place left on Earth where nothing is sacred. Free from political correctness and caution.
Shit! Fuck! Bitch!
Ass!
This is awesome!
Tommy Savamori wants to be our
Can you
new
share the screen, Jay?
old YouTube shit. Says it's gritty and amateur. We're all triple threat guys, double. But that's great. We're still 4 straight men. Mostly straight. We need a female perspective, something fresh and snappy. Fellas, our new writing partner, Jackie.
How's my breath? Bringing in someone new? This is a very different dynamic. A girl in the crew?
Boys, Jackie. Jackie, the boys.
Only oi in a room full of guys make some noise.
What?
Fast talking Jew. Trust me, you'll cope. Oh, sorry. I'll translate. It's gonna be dope.
Are you translating for Boss because he's black?
Suck my wang! I'm translating because he's old and only knows 90s slang, like fresh and word up. See, that's why I said dope. You're black. I'm Jewish. Let's write some fucking jokes.
That's aggressive.
Oh, Jax, you're a tender little creature. Midwestern white dad, let me guess, worrisome nature.
She nailed him! Yo, do G.
Okay.
How did she do that?
All right, well, let's see, GQ. All right, who would go by those initials? Talks about spirituality, but he's super superficial. Believes in magic, can barely read, that's the truth. Oh, divorcee, desperately clinging to his youth. Oh, ethnically ambiguous Jay. Never writes anything himself, just criticizes all day. But you've criticized him, he turns into that raging asshole, but settles for mediocrity, because hard work is such a hassle.
How about you?
Well, I'm not the frickin' Pope. I'm the token woman and Jew, because you couldn't afford both.
Shit is sprung for a woman of color.
Yeah, G. What is this?
Oh, look, my matzo balls. Well, let's get down to business. You need the ha-has. I'm bringing the funny. My fee is what G's got left of his drumline money. What? Thought we were free from PC and caution.
Dick semen! Nipple!
I told you she was awesome.
Oh, just breaking the ice. Happy to be in the room.
Take G's last drumline residual.
Too soon.
Too soon. Oh, I love it. Too soon makes things funny, but at what point is a joke really too soon for somebody? I mean, Penny Marshall just died. Ah, such a sweet pig. Too bad the Zoltar machine from Big couldn't cure diabetes.
Too soon!
Yeah.
But who was she in Big?
The director.
Deep cut.
I'll dance to too soon jig. How about school shooting jokes? Go really bold, cause like those kids who got shot, those jokes will never get old.
Too soon and too far. Sorry, I'm not down.
Dead kids are always too soon.
But not if you're too brown.
I disagree. Too soon brown kid jokes crushed for me. Got me dying like a 7-year-old girl in Border Patrol custody.
Too soon!
This is a direction we might go. You didn't have to Norman Bates my idea, you fucking psychos. For the record, I'm calling you all fucked up and racist.
Let's all pour some water out for that little girl who died of dehydration.
Too soon!
Wait, Jay.
I told you it's a non-PC, unsafe, safe space.
But this border situation is serious biz. Aren't you sick of these anti-immigrant imperialists?
She's right. That joke will provoke some furiousness. Better off just starving a few thousand Syrian kids.
Too soon! You guys have no empathy.
We're sorry. Like that journalist that walked into the Saudi embassy?
Too soon! Hey, I'm sensing a little tension, like when R. Kelly takes a pee break at a Girl Scouts convention.
What if it happened long ago?
For example?
Something like, I don't know. I like that joke, Pos. It had that sauce. You nailed it, like the Romans nailed Jesus to the cross.
Nah, it's too late.
Not for a Christian.
I don't know, man. Besides, didn't the Jews kill him?
No, it was the Romans.
I was just testing how old you could go. That joke was just filler.
Well, clearly 2,000 years is still too soon for a Jesus killer.
Fuck you.
Fuck you.
I missed you.
This is fun.
World War II is more too soony than World War I.
What if time isn't the only buffer? What if it also has to do with how many people suffer?
So it's less too soony if it's older and the death toll is littler?
The Holocaust works for both reasons.
It almost worked for Hitler.
Too soon!
The Holocaust is always way too soon.
Crazy true. Same goes for slavery, too.
Yeah, those jokes are rotten. Like the bodies in Auschwitz or my pits after picking cotton.
Double too
I
soon!
was going for a triple. Lame.
Dude, you started slow, but you are killing the game.
Yeah, you're killing it like the rebels in Uganda. Like the Turks and the Armenians? Like the Hutus in Rwanda? No too soon?
Yeah.
Why isn't it proportionate?
In Europe, it's too soon. Everywhere else, it's just unfortunate.
Syria was too soon?
Kids, don't matter where it happened, bro.
Unless you're a starving circumcised baby girl in Africa getting sold by a human trafficker with
Stop!
No more.
Gee, was that a triple?
Dude, I think you just got 4.
Yes.
G broke the joke.
So it's based on guilt.
Broken like the backs on the slaves on which this country was built.
Yeah.
G's humor is so unsavory. He just out too soon the Holocaust and slavery.
You know what? Let's take a break for an hour.
I'm gonna get a coffee.
Yeah, I think I need a shower.
I might cry.
Ooh, that Jackie is a catch.
Let's just agree that none of these words will ever end up in a sketch.
Guys, are we good rappers?
Man,
Guys, are we good actors?
no.
Guys, are we good rapping actors?
Raptors. We're the best damn raptors that we know. We're the best damn raptors that we know. We're the best damn rappers. We're the greatest rapping actors. We're the only fucking raptors that we know. And we'll all have chicken in the...
Oh shit! I forgot about that ending. Oh my god,
That is so funny, man.
that's awesome. Ah, well.
Yeah. Oh, I'm chicken in dope.
All right, so I put the link a bunch of places. That sketch is up with our awesome guest for tomorrow night's show. Watch the sketch. Hit the like button for us if you don't mind. I gotta go take care of my kid.
Jackie Tohn, Jackie Tohn,
Jackie Tohn tomorrow. I'm gonna bounce, but you guys sign off. All right.
Yeah, we'll say peace out. Bye, everybody. We love you
y'all.
much. We'll see you tomorrow night.